Salve, anyways, I'm going to be showing how to make the sauce step by step, and you can see this Corningware 332, made in the USA. It's old enough. There's organic ginger, organic garlic powder, organic turmeric, organic black pepper, organic crushed red pepper, organic basil, organic cilantro, organic parsley, organic thyme, organic sage, salve days haze, salve misty haze. So you can see this is the sauce. These are the spices, and I'm going to be doing this one-handed because some people need to actually see it. So you can see, you add in friggin' all the ginger that you can. It's a lot easier when you can actually use two hands because you want to hit the bottom of the thing, because you see how the ginger kind of like, you know what I mean, it kind of like cakes. But you know what, I'm going to bang this out. So you can see you got to add a lot of ginger. You know, some people might not want as much ginger, but ginger is an important ingredient in this. Now we're making, you can see I'm making like baked fusilli. I'm going to make baked fusilli in a little bit, but this is just the sauce I happen to use for the baked fusilli. So you can see how it absorbs in there and stuff. So I'm going to try to get this in the time that I have. So the ginger cakes a bit, so it's a little tricky, you know what I mean? But you want to add a lot of ginger. Ginger is really important. Ginger is a big ingredient. So after you get the ginger, the next ingredient is garlic. So you can see garlic. Garlic's, you know, the garlic goes in a lot better. You do like a sprinkle of garlic. So then the next ingredient, this is going to be the organic turmeric. Organic turmeric is very important. You're going to add a lot of this. This is probably part of the thing that makes the sauce orange. Between this and the, what's the other one? Probably the organic coconut butter. So you can see, man, you bang organic turmeric. Like, yeah, I make some spicy food. I ain't playing around. You want to eat my food, you're going to taste my food. You think you lost a sense of taste? Trust me, you're going to taste my food. If you don't taste my food, you're probably dead. So then we add organic black pepper. So there's the organic black pepper. You can see you coat the top. You don't want to do too much black pepper because then you'll be running to the bathroom pretty quick. Now this is going to be tricky because some people can't handle this, but this is organic crushed red pepper. And you can see, this sometimes would take like a minute, 5 minutes, because it depends. This one's not that bad, but sometimes it's like you got to really, you know, just to get anything out, you got to like break it up and stuff. But this one's not that bad. It's just, you know, it's still not as easy as some of the other ones, but you know, you could see this one's got the little ones. When it's the bigger chunks, it's usually harder to do, but I like a lot of organic red pepper. If you're using something like, if you're making the organic stuffed shells or the ravioli, you might not want to use as much of this organic red pepper because it might be a little too much for you. You'll run to the bathroom if you get too much. Eventually adjust to it. But yeah, you might be running to the bathroom crapping pretty quick. It can cause you some issues. So, but you can see I don't play around, man. There's going to be some spice in this one. You know what I mean? This is going to be some spicy. You know what I mean? I'm not going to make any spicy meatball jokes because that's, we don't do that here. We don't do any of that anti-Italian stuff here. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. But you can see, man, I'm banging this out. Days Haze thinks I use too much spice, so it's a little too spicy for Days Haze. But you can see this takes the longest out of almost all the stuff. This is the hardest to really do. But bang, there's a lot. And normally I put the cap on and take the cap off, but since we're doing this, so you can see, I got a nice, you know, got a nice little spice rack. But yeah, now we start adding the herbs. So we're going to start with basil. Basil, you do a little bit of basil, just a little bit of basil, a little bit of basil, a little bit of basil, a little bit of basil. And if people like, if you smoke weed or anything like that, I think the basil can kind of help reset so you get stoned better. This, you want to add a lot of cilantro, because the cilantro is going to let you eat it, even though it's really spicy. This is going to let you actually be able to consume it. So you could do like a whole layer of green if you want. If you add too much cilantro, it's going to taste like soap, basically. It's going to be like a bit of a soapy taste. But yeah, this is going to let you eat it. You'll be sweating, but you'll be able to eat the spice. So yeah, I like a lot of cilantro. I can tolerate more cilantro than many people. So I think it's bigger in like Spanish cooking, not so much Italian cooking. Then you add a little bit of organic parsley. A little bit of organic parsley. People used to sell this as like fake weed when I was in like high school, like this, you know, this and some other stuff. Oregano and all sorts of stuff. I don't use oregano though. So that's up to you if you want to. I don't use any oregano. That's just not my thing. The next thing we're going to go into some organic thyme. So the organic thyme, you can see you add a little bit. You don't add too much organic thyme. You could add more or less, but it's basically like little twigs and stuff. So it's like, you know, it's going to be a little trickier to blend. You know, when this blends up, it's going to be organic orange sauce. You know, you want to go sauce, whatever you want to call it, Halloween sauce, you know, any sauce you want to call it. I have those videos. This organic sage, very little, see? Very little, very little on the organic sage. Supposedly that can cause, you know, like seizures or something. So now, this is the organic crushed chia seeds. So you add probably about maybe 2 of these things. Like 2 of these, I guess, what is that, a tablespoon? So you can see, you do a nice layer though. Do a nice layer of that. Nice layer. You know, this gives you extra calcium and stuff. There's a lot, it's pretty nutritious, and it'll like, fills you up more. It'll make you go to the bathroom a little bit more, but it'll also help it stick a bit more. So like when it comes time to it, it's going to stick a bit more. Now this is the big ingredient. This is the one that I've been trying to get. I put this on, you can see, organic coconut butter. I put it on like the warm zone for a while. So, you know, I like to make it a little soft and stuff. But yeah, this is a pretty important ingredient. You can see how it is. So this is a little bit, yeah, see if it's liquidy. If you have real liquid, sometimes you get a nice liquid layer. Then you can, you know, you can basically like, you put that, like the liquid on top first. But this is just kind of soft, so it's going to make it better to blend. But what happens is, when this stuff blends up, you know what I mean? It's going to, like when it blends into everything, it sort of helps it stick to the mackies and not make it where the sauce is runny. So you basically want to do a whole layer of that. You want to layer this whole thing on top. And, you know, if this thing was softer, it'd be a lot easier to work with. But you know how things are when you want to do something, things turn out a little trickier than you want. But you know what? That also makes it more realistic, because it gives you an idea how the real world's going to be. The real world's not going to be easy. Things aren't going to quite work out like you want. But basically, even if this thing cuts off, you just keep scooping it. You just keep scooping it. You know, you don't want to really use a fork, because not a fork, a butter knife, because you can crack it. So you want to be very gentle with it, very gentle. So basically, I'm going to put a whole layer of this on top. So it's going to be a whole layer of white, because it adds fiber, it adds a lot of stuff. Other people, you might not want to use as much as this. It's going to make the sauce thicker. So the more you use, the thicker your sauce is going to be, basically. But that's just how it runs. That's just how it goes. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, thicker. You can see it sticks to the fork already. Not the fork, the spoon. So it's like, it's a bit tricky, but, you know, I made it loose enough, but it didn't quite get as watery as I wanted. You know, I've used it, like, but it gives you more of an idea how it is. You know, when it's earlier on, you can get more of a liquid, and then you can do the liquid, and it's going to be a little easier. This, it's soft, but it's going to be a little harder to spread. But basically, you know, I'm going to get there. You know, we'll get there in like a few minutes. But I only have about another minute, so let's just speed this up. But you can see, you just keep doing this, and then you're going to blend it. So you just want to get, you know, you do the whole top. You know, you do pretty much the whole top. And then you're just going to blend it, and then that's going to be that. And that's going to be that's how you blend the sauce, basically. So you can see, you know, you just fill it out, and then you blend it. So it's pretty much it, you know. You just want a little bit more of a white, but you can kind of see that in all the videos. But that's just how it is. And you just keep doing this. And you know, if you have 2 fingers, it's a lot easier if you have 2 hands. But anyways, this gives you a good idea how the sauce is made. Some people need more instruction, so they like to actually have you actually do it, instead of simply show them. You can see it doesn't take that long to add everything, you know. And anyways, so that's it, and that's how you make it, right, Misty Hayes? Right, Days Hayes, and good luck, and take care.